Hello students, welcome to online classes. Because of this pandemic situation, our teaching learning process continuing through the online. As you all know, I am Gopal Krishna Patil and I am continuing with the subject QT for 4th semester. I hope that all of you gone through the syllabus because already I had sent you in the group. Okay, today we will discuss about the one of the most important topic, that is from your syllabus, time series. Okay, let's start the syllabus. What is time series? I am telling you, this is one of the most important and interesting concept. Okay, before we moving to the time series, we have to understand the concept very well. That's why we have to know the meaning of the time series. I already discussed this concept in last semester while explaining the concept classification. In that types of classification, I already told you that there are 4 types of classification. First one, geographical classification. Second one, chronological classification. Third one, qualitative classification. And the last one, quantitative classification. In that, chronological classification very familiar to the time series. I already told you that what is chronological classification. The classification on the basis of time, that sequencing the on the basis of time, that is chronological. As like the time series we have to know today. We will discuss the meaning of the time series. See, time series is to analyze a sequence of numerical data points in successive order, usually occurring in uniform intervals. See that time series is a analyze a sequence of numerical data points in successive order. Sequence, it means what? Already told you that arranging in the systematic manner. Okay, let's come to the second meaning. Time series is a simple sequence of numbers collected at regular intervals over a period of time. Means the passage of time, we are recording the numerical data in a systematic manner, that is sequencing manner. And the last or next meaning, arrangement of statistical data in chronological order is known as time series. Already told you that arrangement of the statistical data in chronological order. The term is very important, that is chronological order, means here the data are arranging in a sequence and the basis of time. Okay, and that for that time series, so many authors given their definitions. Okay, we will discuss about the definitions of the time series. See students, according to Maurice Omberg, a time series is a set of statistical observations arranged in a chronological order. I already explained this concept while explaining the meaning. Here, what he said, statistical observation arranged in chronological order, means in a systematic way. And the next definition, according to Wessel and Willett, when qualitative data are arranged in the order of their occurrence, the resulting statistical series is called a time series. We know that there are 2 types, that is qualitative data and quantitative data. Qualitative data means the data which cannot be expressed in the form of numerical or number. The quantitative data means the data which can be expressed in the form of numbers, that is quantitative data. Okay, here Wallet is said quantitative data are arranged in order to their occurrence. The resulting statistical series is called time series. Means the things expressed in the form of numbers, no, that should be arranged in a systematic manner. Next one, according to Croxton and Codon, a time series consists of data arranged chronologically. The thing already explained. Okay, move on to the next slide. Examples of time series. First one, monthly profit. Here the monthly profit is indicates that how much the profit we are saving, or how much profit we are getting from the different months. We compare to January to February, February to March. How much profit we are getting, more or less from the last month. By that the profits are arranged in a sequence manner, that is January, February, March, like that he arranged profits according to their month. Next one, volume of exports and imports over a period of 10 years. Means from the last 10 years how much quantity of we exported and we imported the goods and services is very important. That comparison gives the exact result for the knowing the exact result. Okay, volume of sales over a period of 5 years. It is also nothing but the same to the second point. Means from the last 5 years how much sales increase or decrease, we came to know that by recording the sales percentage over a period of years. Okay, we move on to the next slide. Then what is the use of time series? Why we have to maintain the time series, or why we have to record the time series according to the chronological order? What is the benefit for us, or what is the use for us? We will note. First one, economic forecasting and budgetary analysis. What is that? What is economic forecasting and budgetary analysis? Anybody? Means by recording all the things we can estimate the in future. Means we can estimate, because of this COVID situation our economic condition is very low. By that the predicting, we can make the predict. Along with that we can make the budgetary analysis also. Stock market analysis. Here also the market fluctuates according to the passage of time, according to the sales, or according to the increase or decreasing the value of the particular goods and services in the market. By that we can predict the market condition by time series. The same thing applied to the inventory studies also. Census analysis. By that we came to know that how census are very helpful to analyze the situation. We always take the use of the census report while explaining the things. How much population was there in 2011, how much population was in the 2001. By that comparing the 10 years population, we can predict the 2021's the population result. That kind of predicting it will be helpful from the time series. This nothing but the, and the utility studies also the same things we can be predict in the future. Methods of time series. We have to know that what are the methods are there for the recording the time series, and how we have to record the time series. Okay, for that we will understand the methods of the time series. In time series the observations vary with the time. We all know that, because observations are very different from the time to time. That is because they are the vary with the time. The variation of occurring in any period is the result of many factors. The effects of these factors may be summed up as four components. Means four type of methods are there in the time series. First one, trend अथवा secular trend or long term movement. Next one, seasonal variation. Third one, cyclical variation or business cycle. And the last one, regular variation or random fluctuation. Okay students, the continuing part means the explanation part of the methods of time series we will discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you students. Please be safe, stay home, stay safe.